Welcome back to my channel again. As I promised you, today I will discuss about the product and another I will discuss about the order also. So let me open my VS Code. So let me close this all the tabs. Okay. So as I discussed in my last video that we are having category app, e-commerce, this is my main project, and order app, then product app. I will discuss the user part in my next video. And for today, we will going to discuss about the order app and the product app. And in my last video, I'm already discussed about category app, so let me open first my project. So inside my project, inside my settings.py, as you see, I am configured my app here inside installed app, and inside urls.py uh, I am declared every path of those apps, like I am declaring, I am include all the URLs here to use the specific app URLs. So I am including those URLs here by the name of the apps, like category apps.urls and ordered app.urls. So here you can see, and let me close my project, and now I will discuss the product app. So let me open my models.py first. So inside my product, I am having four attributes for my database. So I'm taking name, description, price, and category from the category table. It's showing us the foreign key, means the category ID is the primary key of category table. As I show you in my showed you in my last video that inside category, the ID is the primary key, and ID will generate automatically. So ID is the primary key of category table, and I am connecting both two tables, means I am connecting product table and category table by this ID. So I am connecting the product table and the category table. For that reason, I am making the category ID foreign key for the product table. So here is the model, and after that comes to serializer. Here is the serializer. I am taking one class which is product serializer, and from serializers dot model serializer. Serializer is a package, and after that model serializer is a class, and this model serializer inherit the serializer class. Serializer is the base class for model serializer. So let me close this. Okay. And after that, there is another class which is meta, and inside that meta class, I have to declare my model and my fields which I want to use. So ID, name, description, and price. So this is about my model and the serializer. So let me comes to the URLs. I will show you the route, and then I will discuss about the views. So this is the URL. So we are having four methods: add product, get product, update, and delete product. So this all my routes. I will discuss one by one the methods to you. So first, the add product. So this is the view of the product. So if I came to this method, so inside that method, as I discussed in my last video, that a at the rate API underscore view, and inside this post is the HTTP request, and this is the decorator. This is nothing but a decorator. So let me Right here, decorator. This is nothing but a decorator, and I was already told everybody that what is decorator and what is the usage of decorator. So please check my last video and for decorator, and I will make another separate video for decorator in detail. So let me explain this method now. So this is my method, which name is add product, and inside that method, we are having a condition which is post type. If our HTTP request is post type, then our if condition will get true, and after it will true, it will take the values from the user, the name, the description, price, and the category ID. It will fetch the category ID from the user and from the category table, because category ID is the foreign key for the product table. And after that, I am performing another condition which will check if there is the value, name, description, price, and category IDs present or not. If there is all the values are present, then then it will go to the another part. But if there is any of the value, if a name or description or price or category ID is not present, it will show you a response, a error response, that all fields are required, and it will show a status code like 400 bad request. And after that, it will perform a try and accept block, which will show you like from category table, it will check the ID is present or not. Because if there is a product which is from a category which is not present inside the category table, is not possible. Because if it have to perform this tie except block, because if I delete a category from the category table, so for that time we have to delete the product from the product table also. So it will check if the category ID which is given by the user is present inside the category table or not. If there if the ID, the category ID is present inside the category table, then okay. But if there is no ID related to that product, so it will show you a message that invalid category ID, and it will not save. And also, if we are having one product inside our product table, and that specific category which is related to that product, if I delete from the category table, it will automatically delete it the product. So after that, I am taking the values inside, the value of name inside name, description. It will store my data to the database, and after that, I am saving that variable with the method of save. And after that, I am taking a dictionary, name, response, data. Inside the dictionary, I am passing one message which will print product register successfully, and the product name and the category name. And this dictionary I am passing into this response, and it will show a message that 201 created. And let me close. This is all about the add product. Let me close the product, and this is the get product. By this we will show every item or every product details to our user, that this all products are saved inside our database. So for that reason we have to get all the products, and it will store inside this variable products. And I am uh, I want to count the number of product I have inside my table. So this is the methods like count. By this count function, I will count the number of product inside my database or inside my database. So this product will fetch all the datas, and after that I will perform the count function to check the number of product. After that, through the serializer I am passing this variable, and I'm passing the serializer dot data and the number of the product into this response. By this, I am checking the HTTP GET request, and after that, HTTP put. So, if I want to update any data of the product from my database, so I will perform this. So, HTTP put request will update my data from the database. So, how can we update? So, this is the method like update product, and within this I will pass the id, the specific id we have to pass. And this is the function which will have to perform and get object or 404. it will it will simply take all the values from the product table, and the model we have to declare here. This is the model. And the get object or 404, it will fetch all the data from our database and store it inside this instance variable. And we have to mention this pk equals to pk for specific id. And after that, I the category id equals to request data dot get category. We have to take the category id. If the category id is present, then category object dot get means that data, means that category id data related to all the datas, means the name, the description, the price, all the datas will take and it will save inside this category. And instance dot data equals to category, it will assign a new category except and if accept, then it will return a error message that invalid category id. If category id is not present, it will show you this error messages. And after that we have to again perform serialization. So for that we have to call our, means we have to allow the partial update. So for that reason, uh, I, I am taking the serializers, product serializer, and inside that I am passing the request.data, and it is partially true because we have to allow the partial updates. And this instance will I have to pass. Inside this instance we have all the datas of the database. So this is the instance, and this variable we have to pass inside our serializer. And again, serializer is valid, it will check if it is valid or not. And if it is valid, then serializer dot save, it will save all the datas. And again we have to pass a dictionary, and inside that dictionary we are having one message key value pair, and that message is product updated successfully, and I am passing all the product details, and I am passing this dictionary within this response. And if this is not all done, so it will show you another that serializer error. It will pass, this response will pass serializer dot error and the status code 400 bad request. So this is all about update part. And let me show you the delete is very easy. So we have to take all the datas by this get object or 404 from the model with the specific id which will give by the user, and it will delete that instance with the help of delete function, and it will give a response that deleted successfully, as easy as that. So this is all about products. So let me show you a delete. Okay. So if I want to create one product, so this is like I want to add pizza. I want to add. It is very good. Let me increase the number like 399, and category id is 12. So let me check inside my database. The category table is inside my category table is uh, id 12 is food. So pizza is a food item, so I have to uh, mention here food. So 12 category id I mentioned, and let me send. So, yes, product registers successfully. Name pizza and category is food. So, this is the post. If I want to get all the data, so let me send. Yes, this is all the data like mobile, the ID, it will show you every product ID, and the this is all. And we have five products. So, and if I want to update like uh, let me check. So this is my product table. So let me open my product table. So here is my product table. So 25 is the pizza. So if I want to increase the price of the pizza, so 25 is the ID. So as I postman 25, if I have to mention here the ID, and here I have to mention pizza, and the price is 456. Very good. Category ID is 12. So send. So 456. Very good. Pizza successfully updated. So let me check inside my database. So okay, the pizza very good, and the price will increase. It is now 456. So okay, and let me delete once. And if I want to delete the pizza again, so I have to mention here 25, and let me show you pizza is present here. Again, if I run, so here pizza is present now, and after that, if I delete, so delete it successfully. So let me check again, and let me run. So here pizza is not here anymore. It is deleted already. So okay, this is all about the product part, and let me show you the order part also. So let me close. Let me close all the tab. So this is as same as that. This is the order part, the product. The product ID is the foreign key for order table, and I'm here is a quantity I have to take from the user, and the order date, the total price. It will generate automatically. So for total price, I have to calculate here, I have to calculate here self the total price is self product price into the quantity which will give by the user the quantity, and after giving that quantity it will check the total price, and it will store the total price to our database. So uh, inside my serializer, this is nothing but the same as the product table, that this is my class the product serializer, and see from serializers it will here another class model serializer, it will importing, and it will inherit a base class which is named model serializer, and after that we are having another class which is meta, and inside meta class we have to declare our model and our field which we want to use, like id of the order, the quantity, order date, and the total price. So let me show you the urls.py. So as same as that, this is the urls.py. For this, all are the routes, and if I go to the add order, so this is the add order function, and this is the get order, then update, and the delete. So uh, this is the decorator. It will check the HTTP request is post type or get type or put or delete. So inside the function, if my method is post type, it will works. So after that, it will take the quantity, and I am typecasting the quantity because every item which the user will give to the uh, server, like in by default by python, it is type of string. So uh, we have to typecast it. So I'm typecast here in from string to integer, and it will fetch the order id also, because order id is the foreign key for the order table. So it will, after that I'm performing another condition, it will check the quantity or the product id is present or not, and after that this try except block will check the product id is present or not, which is given by the user. So after that it will check the order price, the total price of the order. So with the help of product price, multiplying with the quantity, and after that from the module I'm from the use of module and this orm, I am creating my product, creating my order, sorry, creating my new order. Like inside the order I am putting order, the quantity inside quantity, and total price inside total price, and I am creating another dictionary. By this dictionary I am passing one message and the order details, and passing this dictionary through this response and the status code. This is all about my add order, and same like previous products, I have to get all the datas. For that I'm using another orm which is all product object dot all. By this we are fetching all the details from the database, and after that we have to use serializer, because the data inside our from, because all the data inside our database in a form of query sets, and we have to take those data from the query sets to Python dictionary, and after that from Python dictionary to uh, our JSON format, because API means JSON format. Inside the APIs, the data should be in JSON. So this is the work of the serializer. In my next video, I will discuss the serializer in detail. So stay tuned, and within this response, I will pass the serializer data and the status code. This is all about the get, and this is the put for updating my order. Again, same, by this get object or 404, I am taking all the data from the order table, means order model, and with this specific ID. I'm checking the specific ID and the specific data of those that ID I will fetch and store inside this order variable. And the quantity we have to take, and the product ID, again the typecast here, and the product we have to fetch the product ID again, and we have to calculate the total price, and after that order dot product, we have to mention the product, the quantity, and the total price, and again we have to save those datas, and again we have to use the serializer here, and inside that serializer we have to pass this order variable, and passing a response with the serializer dot data and the status code. So this is all about the update order and delete order. With the, again we have to use this get underscore object underscore or underscore 404. By this we have to take uh, the all the details of that ID which is passed by the user. It will fetch and it will store it to this variable name order, and that specific details of that specific ID which is mentioned by the user, it will delete by this function dot delete, and it will pass a response that order deleted successfully. This is all about the order part, and let me show you with the help of Postman. Let me show you at first inside my database that there is any order present or not. So here, yes, here is two order. So here you can see inside my database that we are having the IDs of the order, the quantity of the order, the date when the order is placed, the total price of the order, and the product ID. By this product ID, we have to figure out the products. So if we go to the product ID, here is 22 and 21. So if we go to the product app, so this is the product table. 20, so 21 and 22 means Java mobile, and the Java is placed as a order. So I want to make a order of some food, means I want to order some burger. So let me post the order. The ID of the burger is 24. Okay, I have to put here 24 as a product ID, and quantity 2. So if I press send, so okay, order successful. Quantity is 2, product is burger, total price is 198. It will check the total price automatically, and it will show it to the user. So order successful, and the order details is quantity is 2, total price is 190 for 8, and the product is burger. And if I get all the order, so let me send here. So this is all the orders by placing the user. And if I want to update that order, so if I want to update 3, the my order is 24, the burger, and the quantity I want to increase 3. So send. Sorry, no order. Okay, wait. I have to check the order. So here, okay, order is 4. So sorry. Mm, so 4 is the order. So here ID is 4, quantity 3, and the total price is 197. So my order is updated. And if I want to if I show you that order is updated or not, let me run again. So here the burger, the last order is updated. So updated, and the price is 297. So okay, again if I want to delete, so I want to delete the order number 4, and if I send, so the order deleted successfully. So let me show you. If I run, so here is the order of my burger is deleted. So this is all about the product, the category, and the order part. And in my next video, I will show you how to create a user and what is the usage of user inside e-commerce, how we register a user, and how user is related to all these 3 tables. So this is all about my today's video, and bye bye.